Hey, check out what I just built. It's a holder for the kids' scooters. I'm going to show you how I built this. So first thing I did was I ended up buying a 1x6 board. Now I bought a 1 1/4 inch dowel. And I started by marking the dowel at every 5 inches. You could mark it shorter at every 4 inches. And then I ended up cutting it with the miter saw. Once I had all my cuts, then I ended up marking the end of the 1x6 board. I thought 45-degree angle would work. And then I laid the scooters out. But I noticed they sat too close together, so I was going to have to change the angle. So I switched it to 22.5 degrees. Ended up cutting the board, laying the scooters out, and I noticed that there was adequate spacing. So then I took the 1 1/4 inch dowels. I ended up marking out where I thought I should drill the holes. Once I did that, I took the previous cut piece to mark out 22.5 degree angle. Ended up cutting my 22.5 inch cut, then laying the board on top of the other board and marking it 22.5, and then cutting again so I'd have a backside to the board. Then I end up using this Forstner bit. It's a 1 1/4 inch. It's a great bit to have. It leaves a nice clean cut. And then once I had all the holes drilled on the top board, decided to give you guys some measurements. So the top hole is 5 inches from the end of the board. And then it's spaced 10 inches apart. Now the bottom hole, it's 8 inches from the end of the board, and then 10 inches apart. The bottom hole is 1.5 inches from the bottom of the board, and the top hole is 2 inches from the top of the board. I could have made that a little more even if I had to do this again. End up nailing the two boards together. And then I took some wood glue, filled in all the holes, and put some wood glue on the dowels. Now if I had to do this again, I would have drilled a small pilot hole first in every single hole, and then I would end up putting a screw on the back. Right now I didn't have that, so I'm just guessing where the dowels are and putting screws in. And then once I had that finished, I had to find a stud. So I started using the drill and just drilling holes in the wall until I found a stud. Once you find one, then they're every 16 inches. Mark over 16 inches. Check, make sure there's a stud. There is. We're good right there. And while I was ready to hang the scooter holder, I just ended up using 2 screws first. Screwed them in. Hung up the scooters. Checked the height. And then went back and put the 3rd screw in. Put some paint on it, and it's done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep you up to date on all my future videos, and leave a comment about what you liked or what you didn't like. Thanks again for watching.